How am I just learning that the oldest and probably the most controversial archaeological site in the US is in my home state of San Diego? It's the Cerruti Mastodon site in San Diego. Have y'all heard of this one? Because I sure haven't. It's extremely interesting because it's possibly the earliest evidence we have of humans in the Americas. And because of that, it is also highly controversial, which we'll get into. So this all happened in 1992 during the construction of State Route 54 along southeastern San Diego. Workers unearthed the remains of a young mastodon who died 130,000 years ago, which could totally change our known human history if scientists can stop feuding over it. Now, this fossil is seriously old, but that's not what made headlines. It was the manner of death that caught everyone's attention. There appears to be evidence in the mastodon's bones and the nearby rocks that this mastodon was butchered by humans. The discovery team, led by paleontologist Richard Cerruti, found something that they could not easily explain. The mastodon's bones show specific fracture patterns that would have required incredible force to make. It is possible that another animal did this, but the next bit makes it seem less likely. The bones were arranged in what appears to be deliberate patterns. Two broken femurs were placed side by side, and one tusk was placed vertically like a flagpole. Then nearby, they discovered rocks that appear to be shaped into tools for possibly smashing objects. But here's where it gets complicated. The accepted scientific timeline says that humans only arrived in the Americas around 15,000 to 20,000 years ago, crossing from Asia via the Beringia Land Bridge or the Bering Land Bridge when the last ice age ended. And yet, this discovery suggests human activity in San Diego more than 30,000 years before most scientists believe Homo sapiens even left Africa. So now the question became, what is the truth? The thing is, for Cerruti and his team to claim that humans butchered this mastodon would have been a career ender, because the two most controversial timelines in science is when Homo sapiens left Africa and when they arrived in America. And now this baby mastodon was now putting these both already very sensitive timelines into question. As a result, the Cerruti mastodon bones and rocks remained an unmarked display at the San Diego Natural History Museum for more than a decade. Then, in the late 2000s, archaeologists Stephen and Kathleen Holan decided to take a second look and were shocked when they came to the same conclusions as Cerruti and his team in 1992. In 2017, Holans and Cerruti published their findings in Nature, suggesting that, quote, an unidentified species of Homo was responsible for the butchering, since they could not definitively say that an anatomically modern human like you or I was responsible. This paper gets absolutely demolished by the scientific community, and many cited Carl Sagan's famous principle that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence, arguing that their evidence was not strong enough to overturn established theories about human migration. Ultimately, the backlash was too strong, and this paper, along with this theory of early human migration, died with it. That was until 2021, when indigenous archaeologist Paulette Steeves included the Cerruti Mastodon site in her book, along with hundreds of other sites in the Americas that she believes proves human presence in the Americas for more than 100,000 years. Her work beautifully blends both indigenous and Western methods with the goal of, quote, stepping outside the box of Western colonial bias. And I am here for it. We need more of this. By 2023, Dr. Ruth Gruen, who is often called the First Lady of First American Studies, began urging her colleagues to reconsider the accepted timeline of human migration to the Americas, as there was now a growing body of archaeological sites that predated the last ice age, indicating a human presence a lot earlier than we previously thought. The Cerruti Mastodon site remains controversial, but it raised really important questions about how we evaluate archaeological evidence and by what standard. Including non-Western methodologies of understanding our past might just lead to more complete insights about our human history. If you like stories like this, then don't forget to follow @TIL Science everywhere.